We'll be playing 2K 20. So stay tuned into the video.
When I see you, I got about 8 ibuprofen. 800. These are the cracks, huh? No. Where my nieces at? Let me talk to them. Hey, what you doing, girl? Give me my phone. Get the fuck out of my room. Give my phone. I want to talk to Callie anyway. Hey, Callie. Hey, I love Callie. Callie say, I ain't gonna never see how to be. Are you in jail? You know how somebody talking, you can hear him saying that shit? That shit was the funniest shit. Guess what, Callie? I'm out of jail.
Mama, stop. Mama, just stop.
Which one in the front?
Mama, just stop.
Oh my goodness, the two bears on the front.
Stop broadcasting. I need to stop broadcasting. Yeah, that dude, he fake. Oh yeah, dog contest, nigga. bruh. Let's go! I really don't even care about my overall no more, bruh. I'm just grinding, bruh. I'm about to start grinding. It's about to come back. I'm about to show y'all how to.
I'm looking for some new kicks. Thought I'd come and see what's up.
Hey, great. We know how I can help.
Nigga, all this for some VC? Bruh, alright.
Thanks for letting me check these out. Anytime.
I'm there.
That's all.
Give my card.
No.
Fuck. Damn. Slow down, son. Damn, I keep telling you. Watch out, baby, because you're looking at the wrong spot. Damn, bro.
took steps. And I know you've waited a long time, but don't fret, we got next. We got next. We got next. We got now. Next how? Just ask when. Take a bow for the ones who came before us, cause we ain't them. Spit a hymn straight at your brim. Nastiest phlegm. Then I eat roll. I don't pretend. When I get a pen, throw some hymns. I'm talking plural. They don't know what to do with me. Every defender need a eulogy. I give my heart in perpetuity to all the stars from my community that ain't never got to shine and glisten, but still can analyze my diction. I murder every single rhyme I'm spitting. I teach you how to eat and dietitians. Give me a beat nail if my feet swell. Don't trip, that mean I'm walking on it. If I'm derailed, I should be held as the one with balls like I swab a cotton for your ears to remove the sludge. I persevere through all kinds of mud. I have no fears, I shed for years, and then I appeared on those out of touch with what a goat looked like. And I'm the able. I float a good height above where they used to set the bar for masters who have mastered how to manufacture classic chapters meant to capture those who hope to lie and pastors dipped in castor oil. No more play word to Pastor Troy. And I said all that to furthermore explain that I've been on my way for a while now. I took steps. And I know you've waited a long time, but don't fret. We got next. We got next. We got next.
They should took it to 10.
Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little bit for the bomb. Crapping you right at the picture. Hard probably can't get my number. I cover him as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little bit for the bomb. I'm crapping you right at the picture. Hard probably can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Head to toe, it get expensive. Cartier lens for my vision. I see you fake pretending. You burnt, you ran out of minutes. You burnt. Come round and president of the baby. They salute the kid like lieutenant. Salute. Rock this that I can't even spell. Louis my shell, new money trail. My F offended, your F is like a soldier. Motor sound like it's a polar. Ice on the choker. She look older, she shake it. Like she came from the know ya. Shake the shit. He a dog, I lay paw. I ain't fighting it all, no. I just tear down them all. I buy it all, I want it all. Don't get like a star. We the youngest involved. Lost my voice, need a hall. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little bit for the bomb. Crapping you right at the picture. Hard probably can't get my number. I cover him as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little bit for the bomb. I'm crapping you right at the picture. Hard probably can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Can't wait for a minute and pay, she go get it. I need it, my fingers is itching. Vacation I'm living, got so many Benjamins, they think I'm getting it printed. I came with them you did. This still living in crib. You can't even come for the kid. Louboutin walking you just once a month. I'm in that ghost, you can say the whip 100. I walk in your and I do what I want. Just spend it like 30. I got enough bread to feed you little birdie. Right up Diamond District. I'm up in New York, my milli run sturdy. Speaking out facts. To the max. I used to jug in them X. Now I'm back for the release. I'm eating spaghetti and catfish. Pull up in this whip at the back. Looking like had a rat. Club throwing that cat a right at the picture. Pop little bit for the bomb. Crapping you right at the picture. Hard probably can't get my number. I cover him as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little bit for the bomb. I'm crapping you right at the picture. Hard probably can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you.
They should took it to 10.
Never gon' fight down. Got a lot of boys. You cannot count me out. You better count me in before I count down. I'm finna turn it up. Turn it up right now. Really don't. Never gon' fight down. Got a lot of boys. You can back up. Y'all be trippin'. Living life in the street. I might slip out at me, but I won't be a victim.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yeah. I done the seven.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Sabonis and Turner up front. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the small forward. And for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. Clark, terrific defensive teams tonight, both highly ranked. What will the offenses have to do to get some scoring in this one?
Well, a few things. One, you've got to be patient. You've got to be ready and willing to make the extra pass. And then you also have to mix up what you do offensively. You don't want the defense to get a steady diet of what you're trying to do. Keep the defense off balance.
Now here's Bledsoe. Lopez kicks to Giannis. A 3 off the mark. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Brogdon against Bledsoe. Brogdon outside. 3-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Pass to Giannis. Another shot, and he lays it straight in.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I spoke briefly with Nate McMillan. He mentioned a player who, at times, goes overlooked. Sharpshooting swingman, Chris Middleton. Coach said he can give you a quiet 20 without breaking a sweat. All he wants them to do, Kevin, is keep close track with Middleton all game long.
Thank you, David. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Yeah, you know, this is Indiana's second year now, guys, without Paul George. Obviously, that trade had a ripple effect, and in some ways, it's still being felt.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Warren. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Brogdon. After Eric Bledsoe's score, Brogdon the pass to Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Oladipo outside. From deep 3-point range, and so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. 8-point game.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy three or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the fourth best offense in the league last year.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in its center. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game. Do you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Collins back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago, man.
The Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Shot clock at 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. Bucks leading by 11. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Now here's Lamb. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bitadze. Lopez covering. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton. And the Pacers also making a change. Holiday's checked in. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
1:31 left in the first half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And you can't say Indiana didn't work the ball last year. Top 5 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, you know what? It was a combination of things. And I'm a little biased having my roots with the Pacers, but they consistently made the extra pass, the next pass. And they had veteran finishers as well. They were as fun a team to watch in the league for me.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Shot to stop the run. Indiana again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Milwaukee leading by 17. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Giannis dishes to Williams. The pass to Bledsoe. The 3 from Korver. And that one is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And it's off from 3-point range. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Antetokounmpo. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The Pacers making a switch here. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. Brogdon finds a bonus. Now here's Oladipo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Can they get it? No good on the last second attempt there. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Bucks ahead, up 19. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active. Everybody's covering for each other. And we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively and defensively, stringing together an impressive 8-0 run to jump on top early. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Toward the end of the second quarter, they became untouchable, stringing together a forceful 11-0 run to close things out. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for its overall impact, but I just want to tell you, that's impressive.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
The Bucks, a team that will attack you from deep. The team is chock full of shooters.
Yeah, and they shot the second most threes in the league last year, and that approach makes an awful lot of sense when you consider how good Giannis is driving the ball down the throat of the defense. He draws so much attention. Having shooters around him is the right way to go.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now, here's Warren. No points in the game yet for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Knocks down the first one. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, It's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor, you were out there as well, saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. Here is Bledsoe after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Matthews scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Trying to get open as Lopez. No good from Bledsoe.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Brogdon the pass to Warren, and it's good for 2. Warren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Bledsoe. Outside, out of Antetokounmpo. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Brogdon. Sabonis inside. Defended by Middleton. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Sabonis.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Pacers, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. Now here's Ilyasova. Here's Lopez, and that one hits back iron. Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Here's DiVincenzo, guarded by Holiday. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And he makes the first. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Sabonis comes in for McDermott. Second free throw, no good. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that, and that's kind of been his trademark. Yeah, it has been. Redick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
one.
I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Now, here is Hill. Passes it to Ilyasova. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Sabonis. Lets it go from deep. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Holiday. Outside Turner. McConnell scanning the floor. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, that's a testament to the strength of Sabonis. Fantastic at fighting through whatever the defense throws at him.
And you look at per-minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. And that one misses. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
Here's Warren following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Sabonis. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Bledsoe. Holiday gets the bucket.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Warren. And the ball's tied up, so he'll have the jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee with it. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Bledsoe with it. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Never
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thought I would be right here though, you know. Make a difference in me and you. You was supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be in this. You know what I'm saying? Give all the glory to God and the hard work. You gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight from there. Where I'm at, where I go, how did I get here? Walk around with. I'm from the south, had to go grill. Remember doing shows in Mobile. Go and get me in this. Waking up and see the sunrise. I turned 5, I got baptized. We were living up in College Park. Midnight, heard the playing football at Far Park. Christian Park where your mama get defined. The story of my life. Way before I ever wrote a rhyme. Have you ever looking at my kids through the blinds? Confinement mind. How you feeling when you face a dime? The truth be told, I'm supposed to be in the mind of an old white man, hit a black man's soul. Felt like I was born on Mars. Everybody staring too hard. They didn't really think I was a star. Then I around, beat the odds. How did I get right here? Neck wrist on chandelier. Made me wanna drop some tears. Thank God that I switched gears. I'm from another light year, I'm a Martian. 1/3 of a human, just partial. I'm the sergeant, the captain, the marshal. It's too fast, everything in slow motion. I get the cash and my money keep grossing. Suicide doors on the coupe when they open. They didn't believe in me. Check the stats, number 1, you see. I bet my haters can't breathe. Don't even compare to me. Street, Joey rare, unique. Sounding like the snare in the beat. I'm from the A, I love you. Where I'm from, cash don't lease. Where I'm from, on the backseat. Where I'm from. A lot of bombs and they sleeping on the street. Yeah, that's at home. Go back to your family. Miss my dog dead and gone. I can hear his voice telling me don't go alone. Yeah, the money can't fix that. Had to wrench that. I try my hardest not to look back. Not too long ago, I would've took that. Give me that. If my had to fall cause of one rap. Yeah, ain't no coming back. How I made it out the jungle, yeah, without a scratch. Where I'm at, where I go, how did I get here? Walk around with. I'm from the south, had to go grill. Remember doing shows in Mobile. Go and get me in this. You never see the sunrise. I turned 5, I got baptized. We were living up in College Park. Midnight, heard the playing football at Far Park. Christian Park where your mama get defined. The story of my life. Way before I ever wrote a rhyme. Have you ever looking at my kids through the blinds? Confinement mind. How you feeling when you face a dime? The truth be told, I'm supposed to be locked up in the mind of an old white man, hit a black man's soul.
Baptized at First Baptist Church, the pastor name was Reverend Johnson. Chastised his shirt, he matched his shoes, but had the front, it never bothered him. Heard his pride, but he swallowed it. Dirt is all that he spotted it, and the dirty south had observers.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Bismack Biyombo, Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Call out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. You know, Chris, it seems like every year the NBA gets a little more athletic. Talk about how that aspect of the game has changed.
I was 6'9" and I played power forward and sometimes center. Kevin Durant is 6'11" and he plays the 2 guard. That's how the game is changing. It's no more big guys go to that end, little guys go to that end. Now you have to be a skilled basketball player. You have to be able to shoot, dribble, and pass at every position. The way of just the one-sided guy, that is gone out the game. That's a dinosaur, and I love it. You have to be more athletic, definitely, but the skill set. You got to make sure you can play basketball, and that that way no matter what size you are. 5'9" to 7 foot. You have to be equal in skill, not level.
Wow, I do too. Now, here's Rozier following the shot by Chris Paul.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Count it.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career, and it never gets old.
And the pass to Washington. Rozier looking around. Pass to Bridges. Fires the three. The shot will not fall. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Yeah, and the one thing that amazes me about Chris Paul is his awareness on the court. He knows exactly what is going on and what to watch for on each trip down the court.
Here's Rozier. Gallinari making his last shot. Rozier, the pass to Washington. Pass to Graham. Here's Rozier. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Clock is at 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one. And with Paul, he's one of the most heads-up players in the game.
Oh, and personally, Kev, I would love to have played with a guy like Paul, who's always 100% focused on the game. Paul can rub some players the wrong way, but he's the closest thing to having a coach on the floor in the NBA.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Rozier.
And the Hornets, as a franchise, trying to figure out their direction.
Yeah, the team was torn on whether to rebuild or go for the playoffs. The fan base, well, they were split as well on what to do. I mean, it's been this way for years. Team is just stuck in the middle.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Washington passes to Graham. Ball against Rozier. Passes it to Washington. Here's Graham. The Thunder pull it in. There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The pass to Washington. Dishes it to Graham. Biyombo with it. Adams on him. Biyombo kicks to Graham. From the arc. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And that one is good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Rozier for 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Well, the NBA is entertaining. You know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. first of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Mike Muscala out there at Nerlens Noel.
Okay. Seven J L 7 2X 2X NF NF 373B 373